Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to All Five Tier Podcast. Welcome to X. Welcome, Brenny. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, very good, very good. Had a really good bank holiday. Knackering one. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
It's good, it's
Yeah,
good, it's good.
yeah. Just two more transfer shows now. I'll be honest. I'm glad. I'm done.
I can
I'm
imagine.
so done. I'm so tired. Anyway, right. I before I get into the comments, this will be kind of a bit of a hint for the rest of the week.
I would say that, be excited.
There you go. Be excited, people. People were doubting me regarding how many we would get. Minimum seven. Told you that. Seven are in. There's more coming, people. There's more. Um, I'll be honest. Right now, if someone asked me how many, we could get to 10. We could easily get to 10.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
well, guaranteed one more will come. But don't be surprised if another two come through the door. And I'll be honest again, actually, thinking about it, it wouldn't shock me if another one came in. So possibly 11. Uh, well, including the youth player that we've signed, which I mentioned him back in January, the young Irish lad, which technically is 12, but he won't be seen in an Arsenal shirt for like 18 months. But it's still a signing. It's just going to take time because obviously they've got rules. We've got rules. And yeah. Obviously, positive news. Max Dowman can play in the Champions League now. So that's a
Okay,
positive news.
that's good, that's good.
So basically, he will be registered with our main squad, which means he will be applicable to play for our. Normally, when you register them as a youth player, they have to be of a certain age. But because we're going to be registering, we're probably with the squad A, which is our first squad. He should be able to play. So that's a positive. Hopefully, we'll see a bit more Max than we were anticipating. So that's always good. Right. I know there's a lot of comments, so I'm going to try my best to try and go through them. I know Tamina's asking now about Hincapi, patience. I do expect to hear we go fairly soon. This situation opened up at the weekend. Now, for people that have been paying attention to transfer news, I did tell you that Berta's got a surprise up his sleeve. This is a surprise. Basically, we knew that Hato probably wouldn't come to us because at the time we weren't able to get rid of Kivior. Kivior has obviously developed now as a transfer out, but at the time when Hato was available, that wasn't happening. Kivior has always stated that he wants to leave, but no one was really giving us the bids that we were happy with. They were very much lowballing us. But obviously now we're happy. I know people aren't happy with the numbers, but please bear in mind there is a sell-on clause which does boost up the money somewhat for future. I know it's not now, but for the future that's good. We do like sell-on clauses now, so that's always good.
That's good.
Tamina's asking, is Kai the backup striker? I don't know how the best way I could put this.
I'd like another, but hey.
Well, this is where there could be a surprise coming. It wouldn't shock me that another striker comes in, not of a big name. Well, as in not like a 70 million, 80 million pound striker coming in. That's not happening. But someone of a low value that we'll be happy with. I know some people won't be, but that's that's just fan bases. Not everyone's happy, apart from Eze. That's the only one I've actually seen this summer that everyone's gone, yes, please. But yeah, so don't be surprised. Now, Kai, personally, I don't see him in an Arsenal shirt in 2 years' time. I just don't. I've mentioned it a few
Okay.
times that I think Kai will be sold by us. I do think he'll go back to Germany, which I'll give him all my best luck because honestly, I love the kid. I think he's absolutely fantastic. He's developed into something that, from all the hatred that he got when he joined us, he's ignored that he's only just actually improved, which is great. So yeah, there's a lot that could happen to Mina. Any other players bringing before? Well, like I said, literally, like I said to Mina, there could be more than what we're expecting. Morgan Rogers, I think that one has now dead. I'd be surprised if Morgan comes. I'll be surprised if Villa sell him. In all fairness, they don't need to sell him. At the beginning of the window, I would have said that Morgan was a
same here.
sell, but now no. Oh, blooming neck. Martinelli leaving, very, 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 very possible. Kivior leaving, yes, Kivior will be a here we go soon. Could be tonight, in all fairness. So yeah. Fabio Vieira, yep, could be leaving. There's a weird club that's coming for him. I don't personally understand it, but it is what it is. Bayern Munich coming for him, which is interesting. Zinni, I hope so. I've always said I hope so. I do see him leaving, and I'll be the first person that has a party on it. I'll be honest. No offense, Zinni, but Nelson, yes, Nelson will be leaving. He'll go to Fulham. Again, it's going to be a loan, but it will be a loan most likely with an obligation to buy, which is what I'm happy. Who else? Yes, Samuel Lokonga, Trabzonspor in Turkey, but don't rule out Forest. So Forest currently are in negotiations, I believe it's with West Ham, for Sangare to go from Forest to West Ham. So it wouldn't surprise me if Forest took a punt on the Conga to get him to Forest. So don't rule that one out. Are we bringing two left wingers this summer? One, yes. Two, unlikely at the moment. Rodrigo is definitely something that I said would always happen the last week. We're just hitting the week now. You'll see. There are a lot of breadcrumbs in my thumbnails. Okay, I can promise you there's reasons behind my madness. But here is Ali himself. Hello, Ali. How you doing, my friend?
Yes, I'm not too bad, boys. Sorry, just been stuck in traffic. Now I'm parked up. Brenny, how are you, mate?
Big up. You all right? I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It's been a busy few days in the world of football, and yeah, here we are.
Exactly.
Apologies for the lateness.
And I forgot there was League Cup football on today and tomorrow.
Yeah, there is. How are you, Bobby? You good?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, Wolves are playing West Ham tonight, so yeah, I'll be hearing.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah, it's literally by my road. So yeah, there's always a bonus of living close to the stadium, which is normally the dirty burgers. But yeah, it's, as Brady knows, West Ham was a club close to my heart. So it's two clubs that are close to my heart playing each other tonight. And I wish I knew actually beforehand, because I probably would have got tickets for it as well, because I would have liked to have gone to watch that game. Anyway, Dylan is asking, spill the beans, who is in green, who's gone? Well, currently there are 3 ins that are green. I'm not going to say names. And there are 4 green out. Now, just because they're in green doesn't mean they're 100% going to be done, as I've explained for that whole window. The buying club also have to have moving parts as well. So we're currently in a good position. I do expect more business. It won't just be Hincapie coming in. I reckon there'll be at least 1 more on top of him, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know if Gary's listening. Gary, I do apologize. There could be more than 1 defender. Just to warn you, there could be more than 1. Leao, in my opinion, now is going to be staying at AC Milan. There's a lot of dominoes with left wingers, so I don't rule it out. But right now, I don't see Leao being one of the ones that will be moving. I'm doing okay, thanks to Mina. I know you like to keep me busy, so it's all good. Yeah, I do love your picture. Big up to Mohammed saying evening.
Evening, Mohammed.
Jatin saying good evening, Bobby. Hope you and everyone in the chat's doing well. Bring on the crazy final week. It is going to be crazy. I can promise you that. As you previously said, expect to be manic, and it certainly has started this way. Yet the final week is always mad. It's the time again. Last week it was Rodrigo 60%. Semenyo 25, Fofana 15. What are you feeling today? Right, I will go with 85 Rodrigo. 15% any other left winger, because there's more than Semenyo that are in there. Fofana I would take out now, because as far as I know, he's ruled that out.
Right.
And regarding Barcola, yeah, I'll be surprised if Barcola leaves. I personally would love him, but he's not someone that I've been told is available now. Previously mentioned 18 and 25 being free in terms of numbers, potentially for the new left winger, or could be. Yeah, number 11 could be freed up. Don't be surprised. Zinni is number 15, if I'm correct. Is that right? Is Zinni number 15? He is, isn't he?
17, I think.
Is he 17? Who's 15?
Yeah.
Who's 15?
Whoa. Someone
15.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Who's 15? Was that Kivio?
I think it was Kivio.
Oh, well, there you go. There's another
Yeah,
number that's up for grabs. There you go. Any potential last-minute moves for a striker? Yes. Any further thoughts on? Yes. Very, very could happen. I know it sounds weird because obviously he's still injured, but with a loan, it's very different. Where they would still do a medical, but they'll take into consideration the problem and make sure there's nothing on top of that problem. And then take him on loan. So that can happen. I'd be very surprised if he's sold. I probably would faint if he was sold. I actually probably would give Berta the key to London if he manages to sell Jesus. I'll be honest, because, geez, that would be some sale. Also, he's sitting in the picture on the left. All I will say, there is someone that hasn't really been mentioned that is currently in green, possibly coming to Arsenal. That's why there's a silhouette on the thumbnail. Arne Slot about to good luck his way to another title. Surely it ends this season. I get what I personally thought it was a red. Personally, I'm sorry.
It was. I said red straight away.
Same here.
There's a lot.
If that was one of our players, we'd be fuming and saying, "Oh, he's about to break his leg."
At first, it didn't look like a red. I said, "Yeah."
Yeah, well, this is the thing. A lot of Arsenal fans have come out and gone, it's VR,
Liverpool,
whatever they call it. And I'm like, in my opinion, it was a red. So
all day long.
Yeah, I don't understand how Gordon was sent off, but Birch wasn't sent off.
But one thing, I know we're probably, obviously, this transfer window show, but I knew they were going to be leaky at the back this season, and that's proven to be the case. As long as we stay nice and strong at the back, we will feast on Sunday.
See, a lot of people don't quite get it, but when you've got a centre back that is very keen on leaving, being your starter, I'm sorry, but
who's that? Canate?
Yeah, so his head's already been turned.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't want him in my defence personally. Obviously, my brain's slightly different. Obviously, I'm ex-military. My brain thinks differently.
Yeah.
But if you've got someone that is meant to be 100% on your team,
he's not committed. Yeah,
he's not committed enough, and I wouldn't want him anywhere near my starting lineup personally.
Yeah, because you got at the end of the day, especially from your background, you need to trust that person wholeheartedly.
Yeah, wholeheartedly. You know, for me, everyone I've worked with are my brothers. You know, that's there's a whole reason why it's called Brothers in Arms. You know, you have to have trust. Now, I know someone might mention a story that broke regarding Real Madrid talking about Saliba regarding any deal with Rodrigo. Right. There is a story behind that, right? It doesn't mean we will sell him to Real Madrid. What it means is if Saliba comes to Arsenal and go, you know what, I'm ready for a new challenge, Real Madrid will get first refusal. That is it. There is no agreement of us selling him to Real Madrid. It's a case of if he asks, I want to do a new challenge now, we'll ring Real Madrid and go, okay, Saliba's asked to leave. What are you going to offer? Do you want him? That's it. That's literally it. I've seen a lot of people losing their heads going, oh God, we can't get that just for Rodrigo.
That also shows, which you've said on numerous occasions through the summer, the good relationship that we have with Real Madrid for that to happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then that should hopefully in turn be like, right, if Rodrigo's going, give us a shout first, type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. What's Tottenham's matching? I'll be honest. There isn't much truth behind that regarding Hincapi to Tottenham. It's not that much truth. I'll be honest. This is not an Eze situation. I can promise you that. This is a Berta thing. Berta wanted him at Atletico.
I love this guy, man.
He's incredible.
He's elite.
He's had him in a little secret envelope just in case Kivior does leave, because there was obviously talk about left backs, and that's where I thought we were going. I thought we were going down the left back route.
Yeah.
But in Cappy, he's brought the card out. He's gone, right, here we go. Get him. Because he's perfect.
Yeah.
He's perfect for what we want.
Apologies, because obviously I missed the start. But does obviously that? Do you think we'll get him for underneath the 60 million euros, or are they set on that price?
I believe because it's going to be a loan, and it will be with an obligation to buy next summer.
Yeah,
obviously it's more to do with keeping him off the accounts until next season. That's basically what it is. Yeah. It will probably be just below the release clause. It won't be that high. But
so
I'll be
like
honest,
55 million euros in total.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, he's worth it. So
he is. The guy's elite in two positions. Brenny's wanted a left back, so he could slot in there and just be absolutely fine all season.
Yeah, 100%.
But this also allows MLS to come into midfield, which I'm sure you guys have said already.
Yeah, Berta fed us with signings, defenders for Arteta, and attackers for the fan. When I get to September, and I do the transfer window.
Good, Temi.
That's a good one.
I'll be honest,
that's a really good one. That's very accurate. I love that.
Berta is the man behind pretty much every single signing. Arteta's just agreed to it all, and he's been absolutely solid this summer. I'll be honest.
Good.
I don't praise him that often, but honestly, this summer he's just gone. Yes, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. He's basically just been to a pizza Hut and loving the all-you-can-eat pizzas. He's been loving it.
This is comment of the day. Goes to Temi so far.
Oh yeah, 100%. But no,
that is a good one.
At the end of the day, we have worked extremely hard on our window, extremely hard on our squad. Me and Brenny have been obviously doing streams for countless years now.
Yes, yeah.
And we've always talked about having a proper squad. That is what we're going to be given. We're going to be given a proper squad.
There's no excuses. Our 25th player is going to be insane.
Yeah, 100%.
Our 25th player could be Zinchenko. So what?
Can Lokonga, Vieira,
exactly.
Nelson, and Jesus all leave? I do expect. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll be surprised if they're all here. Jesus is the only question mark, in my opinion. But it wouldn't shock me if it was a loan.
Bobby, is there any truth in Reece Nelson 17.5 million? Is that true story, or is that too much money for Fulham?
He's going. Oh no, that is
loan with an obligation.
Loan with an obligation. Loan with an obligation. Yeah, that's.
Is that the correct amount, or is that a bit too high?
For me, guys, right? For me.
Carry on, Brett.
Sorry, I was just saying, for me, Gabriel Jesus, when he's fully fit, for me, he's a squad player. He's one player I wouldn't want to see go. I know he's injury. I know he's injury prone. I think, and that is the issue we have here. If he wasn't injury prone, I feel, then the majority of the fan base would want him to remain. But I feel he's got an important role, because for me, it's one of those. I wouldn't have him in the 11. I would not have him in the 11. But it's kind of like what he did at City under. He had Aguero. He'd play on the left sometimes. I think he played number 9 sometimes when Aguero has been rested and has done a job. And he can give. I think he'd be a happier player with a squad around him as well. You know what I mean? I think if he goes. I'm going to say thank you, and I'm not going to shed any tears or cry about it, I'm not going to cry about it, but you know what I mean? Because of what we got now. So, but if he was to remain with us, I think he could be very important to us. As if he doesn't go in this window.
I think first,
and he stays fit.
Well, true. But with Nelson, Yes, price correct.
Okay.
With Jesus, it's a different factor. It's not just the injury problems; it's also the wage. He is on
Wages, 250.
extremely a large amount of money, and that is way too much to be a squad player. So we want to get him gone. He knows we want him gone. If we get lumbered with him, then fair dues. But he's going to be.
Is there respect behind the scenes, Bobby? Is there respect between the club and Jesus, or is it a bit?
No, it's definitely not. No, it's definitely not awkward. So that's good.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it doesn't affect the squad.
No, in all fairness, there's no one really going, I'm not happy, blah, 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 blah.
Fine.
So that's good. Obviously, I know people make a big deal out of that, but at the end of the day, I've said it all summer. He wants to play first team football. He's not going to.
And I respect him for it.
He's
professional.
He's a quality centre back. So good luck to him.
100%.
And it's World Cup year for him as well.
Exactly, is another reason it's important. And there are a few good Polish centre backs in all fairness, so Kavir is something against it. Yildiz, someone I did say we should watch out for next summer on the move.
Yeah.
However, there are some movements now, so
What?
it wouldn't shock me if he was to move. Is our name in that? Yes, our name is in that. So
You're kidding.
No.
Is that was that the surprise? There was someone put it. I don't know what account it was. There's a surprise left winger, not Rodrigo. That's agreed personal terms or something earlier today.
I'm not going to say it's that person. However, there is a left winger that has agreed terms with Arsenal. Yes.
And is he of the same caliber of a Rodrigo, or is he one below? Can you give us that or no, Bobby?
Oh, I don't know.
In terms of standard, in your opinion.
Well, in my opinion, he's going to do a job for us, and that's all that matters to me.
So would this left winger that's agreed today, supposedly, is he good enough to come and start?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
I think I've had this conversation about Rodrigo. He's a good player, but he doesn't like when we signed Overmars, I was like, wow.
Wow. Yeah, I was buzzing that day.
But with Rodrigo, I'll be like, yeah, cool. But I'm not going to be going wow because he's not a wow. Eze's a wow signing.
Could you? Oh, I'm sorry to ask this. Does this left winger have more physicality than Rodrigo?
Yes.
Fine. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Well, that's where we're at.
Right. Okay, cool. We need Odegaard to be fit. Yes, he's definitely in with a shot at Liverpool.
Come on.
Saka's out till mid. Yeah, Saka's out till mid-September. Kai is still currently out till late September. So nothing's really changed on the injury front. Currently, Odegaard is not on my injured list. Now, there will be some tests at the end of the week. Obviously, we're only on Tuesday. Probably Thursday, Friday. Obviously, I won't do the match preview till Saturday, so I'll know more on Saturday. But yeah, so it's looking positive at the moment. Cheetcast would have won that game comfortably if they had Isaac up front yesterday. Well, Isaac is still a situation that is brewing. I do expect him not to stay at Newcastle. I know that the owners have done everything possible. It would be one hell of a turnaround now if he was to stay. And I'll be honest, I would think very, very low of him if he does stay now because he's pushed everything. He's had an agreement with Newcastle. It's horrendous now. So yeah, big up to Connor. False most. Jeez. Oh, my partner hates spiders, so yeah, hopefully she's not listening in right now. Big up to Angie, saying hi, Bobby. Hi, Gooners. Big up to Dan, saying
yes, Angie.
Bobby. Big up to John, saying Bobby. Yeah, unfortunately, G wasn't able to make it, but we have got Ali and we've got BB here.
Yeah.
Any truth to Jesus? Yes, like I said, it could happen. Big up to Geeks. Good evening, Bobby. Good evening, chat. Please press. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. We do have 1,600 people watching currently, so thank you very much for
awesome
watching.
Let's try and hopefully get 2,000.
Big up to Dean. Good evening, Bobby. Hope you're well and just as excited as the rest of us. I am just tired, I'll be honest. So, Bobby, final week prediction. How many are you estimating will leave and how many could come in? I think I've covered the come in part. Leave, I'm going to go with 5 at the moment. Minimum.
5. Right.
Yeah, minimum 5. I'll be quite happy with that. And look, there's certain people out there. I don't particularly like them, but their opinion was there's no way we can get this many in if a certain amount don't leave. But Arteta. So if you don't want to listen to me, you can listen to Arteta. Arteta has said what bloating of the squad. There's clubs that have got 32 players in their squad. That is the person you're going to listen to, because if you're not listening to me, listen to Arteta. He doesn't care about the squad size right now, and he shouldn't be. It's
good. I'm glad.
Well, this is the thing. Even if we don't have people that are registered, if we don't get rid of them now, we'll get rid of them eventually. It doesn't really bother us. No one's got issues at the club. No one's going, oh, but I'm so sad. No, none of that. It doesn't matter. Everyone's happy, and that's all that matters to me. So yeah, Hincapi is an awesome player. Very excited if we land him. You should probably hear that tonight or tomorrow. I can't see much longer. Miss the old intro. Tony's edging his way back slowly. As soon as I speak to him, we'll get a new one, because it's me that created that one. It's me that created this one. So I apologise. Adam, I hope I've covered that as much as I can. Text on the thumbnail, lost, Mayor confusing. Okay, Big Bang. There we go. Someone understood it. So basically, obviously I've said how the transfer window could end. Now, is it going to be like Lost? Now, I'll be honest. Lost is the only TV series that I've now gone, I need to know that the series ends. I then hear everyone's feedback on it before I decide to watch it, because Lost was the biggest waste. Oh, mate, I wish I couldn't. I got into it and I got to the end and I was like, what was the point of that?
Oh, my God.
Walking Dead, for people that watch Walking Dead, that
not a fan.
ending is all right. You know, it's not fantastic, but it's all right. And then Big Bang Theory ends beautifully. He wins a Nobel Peace Prize. It's beautiful. So that's basically that's how I'm looking at the transfer window at the moment. And in the final week, how are we going to feel? Are we going to feel like we're Lost, Walking Dead, or Big Bang Theory?
I'm going to go Big Bang.
Yeah, in my opinion, right now. There we go. Hell no.
Was it Bobby?
What's that? I'm not saying that.
Like that last text. That last text. Wait, Ayazabal.
Yeah,
Latabel. Yeah, Latabel. Don't worry, we got me and Brenny are here. We got it.
It's the plan to go for winger after.
Yeah, so we got. So that means all this week we're gonna be like Sheldon, are we? So we're gonna be. Berta. If anyone's seen a Big Bang Theory and has seen Sheldon ring that door when he knocks on anyone's door, that's what you get. Amy,
3 times.
Amy.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's mad. But yes, a winger will come in. I'm very confident it will happen. Look, I'm doing a show on Friday. I did say this one's going to be an okay show. Friday will be juicy, and that's how I'm looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
So this one's an okay show. The Friday one will be more juicier. Everyone's saying good evening to Brenny as well. Big up, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Neil thanking Tamina. Yeah, honestly, Tamina helps because it just gets me to answer the questions. Hopefully it's covered everybody as much as possible. Thanks for your is it Neil's birthday? Big up to Neil. Happy birthday, mate.
Birthday, Neil. Yeah,
indeed. Yeah.
Vixro say
he's 21 again.
Is he 21? Is he? I wish we all were, to be
he's
fair.
21.
Is that it?
Neil Dogford, he's 21 again.
How many defenders are still coming?
Big up, Chris.
minimum one Zelda, but don't be surprised if another one comes through the door as well. Now, I just need to cover why this might happen. There's a market opportunity that's out there, but there's also a situation we've got with Ben White and Timber, and the data team are slightly concerned that we could end up with no right backs.
Fair play.
Mosquera could possibly play there, but obviously he's covered for Saliba. So we're just protecting ourselves. Now, in my opinion, Ben White, again, is one of those players that I think maybe next summer we may sell. He's a very different type of character. He's obviously, we all know he doesn't love football outside of playing it. It's his job basically, which is fine. But I think he's also one of those players that he would be quite happy just to be part of the squad. I don't think he would necessarily want to start somewhere, but you never know what might happen in the future. Plus, he's on quite a big wage as well, so maybe it might be suitable for us as well to also move him on. Big up to Jobo 1K. Hope you're doing well. If you know, you know. I'm telling you now, next summer transfer will be very quiet due to World Cup. It's going to be a very weird transfer window next summer. Yes, the World Cup is going to put a massive spanner in the works. Big up to Dom. Big up. Really excited for the end of the window. 100%. It's going to be a roller coaster, mate. Who's Girona right back? That is Martinez. Yeah, Martinez. He's a young. I think he's 22. He plays similar to Ben White, so he's very comfortable on right back, but he can play as a centre back on the right hand side as well. So, I'm fine.
Yeah, I saw a few images. He's captained Girona a few times as well.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's a bit of a leader as well, you'd say.
Yeah,
5-0. Wow.
Fantastic.
5-0.
Oh, excellent.
Come on, Chris. They're mirror imaging of the Arsenal, mate.
So with Hancapi left wing, this was never going to be I always said that if Kivior was to leave, we have to get a defender in, and that's been literally the situation. So the left winger still has no effect on us right now.
So at this stage, it's minimum 9 total.
Yes, at the moment, yeah.
There we go. That's the easiest way to put it.
By Friday, we'll know a lot more. Take Dom's warning very, 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 very well. There is going to be a roller coaster. It's anything with Berta is not simple. I can promise you that. I couldn't care less about being lucky to win. Newcastle fans, they try to start. Oh, trust me, that's just got all
Chris.
Mental. That has. Let me guess. The front players we are adding Rodrigo, Semenyo, Hincapié, right back, and Watkins. Big up to your guess. I'm not going to comment. Israel and Tedek are bigger than Newcastle. Comparison. Anthony's asking for about Watkins. Will we consider Vlahovic? Vlahovic is a weird one. Still
His rumours today were loose. I don't know if it's loose or not for Newcastle.
Yeah, it's.
If Isak leaves, obviously.
Well, the thing is, I think a lot of fans are losing this. They want cover for Wilson because obviously Wilson's left.
Yes,
so they have no striker. They've only got Isak, so they have to get another striker in anyway. Obviously, they've approached Wolves for Larson as well, who they've literally just signed in the summer. I know he was there last season, but it was on loan. There's a lot of moving parts still. As I said, the last week's going to be mad. Next summer, Kai back to Germany. In my opinion, yes. I think that's where he will end up. Jack Line, we need Rodrigo for that left wing. Hincapié is quality signing, but again, he's a centre back. I'm not interested about people saying he can play left back and convert. Very true. I get exactly what you mean, Chris. But yeah, Hincapié will obviously be the left back. There's no other way around it. Big up to Josaphat. Thanks for the transfer. No, my pleasure. Hope I can help you through it. Yes, the Champions League draw is happening Thursday. It'd be interesting to see who everyone gets. Left wingers, who are the options? Still the same. No, there's extras now. As I said, there's massive left wing domino effect happening at the moment. Not just involving us, many clubs across Europe. So it's going to be fun to watch.
Well, for us to get, obviously, you went across this in terms of squad size. So we can still get a left winger with Trossard and Martinelli still there. If we sell off other players,
we could, we could, but
Okay,
it won't
cool.
be, won't be the best plan in the world. We would be a little bit peed off if that was the case. But if we had to, we would do. But I do kind of expect at least one of those two leaving. It wouldn't shock me if both leave. Inter Milan are still in the left wing market. There's still a lot of clubs in the left wing market, in all fairness.
Bayern Munich, or is it Bayern Munich not there anymore?
Bayern Munich. Honestly, I don't know if they're
because at this point, would we even take a loan like with an option on Martinelli or Trossard, or does it have to be a sale? Because obviously we're just trying to get wages off, aren't we? And squad space.
Literally, we don't need to sell. Well, obviously we'd like to sell. Don't get me wrong. Before anyone gets that twisted, we would love to sell them, but it's not necessarily what we need to do.
Fine.
We just need to get their salaries out the door. Don't forget, Martinelli's on nearly £200,000.
Yes, he is.
So it's a huge chunk. Trossard, with his new contract,
120, 140.
Yeah, exactly. So if they were to go, obviously it frees up a lot of wages, which is the main problem. It's not the spend, it's the wages. I actually dreamt of Leao joining Arsenal and deadline day. I do expect our window to go all the way to deadline day. I'm sorry for people that hope it all wraps up beforehand. It wouldn't shock me if Arsenal were involved in that final day. I was absolutely delighted for Carl. I'll give them massive praise to win like that after a one-day break. It's credit well deserved. Same for other teams.
One-day break, wow.
Yeah, it was a crazy weekend for the National League. Bayern kind of makes sense as back for Musiala, not in terms of talent, but attacking midfield. May cope with physicality better. Yeah, he was absolutely outstanding in the Bundesliga for Leverkusen. But with Bayern, honestly, I don't know what's happened to them. They've had the worst window because Newcastle and Tottenham fans can all go, "Oh yeah, we've had terrible moments." I'll be honest, Bayern Munich have had the worst window. For looking at it from a European point of view, they've had the worst window. They've not got anyone that they wanted at all, and they're still struggling now. I don't know what it is because they can offer really good wages. I honestly don't know what it is. What a transfer it's been so far. Certainly not used to how the club's operating in this window. Definitely hope to see more of that in future. Bert's be phenomenal. He has, and I'll be honest, also give KSE a lot of credit as well. They wanted him. So,
he's our best signing.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why Josh
was best signing
with Eze. Josh has been phenomenal behind the scenes as well. Worked really, really well with Berta. So yeah, big up to everybody that's been involved at Arsenal. People say it's only Braintree. Braintree were just outside Perth before the game, so they can't be. Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
Geek saying hello to Ali.
Yeah, 100%, Chris, 100%.
Liverpool looked shaky last night, says Tammy. Bobby don't sound good at all. He's lying. If he was that good, he'd be ecstatic. I'll be more happy when it's Tuesday, mate. I can promise you that. I don't know how Gravenberch wasn't sent off last night, but Gordon was. Fingers crossed for Ollie Watkins, says Walk with Wyatt. White Rabbit Theory. It's an interesting name. Dermo probably crying right now as we've snatched both. As I said, Hincapie is not a snatch from Tottenham at all. They're just making that in the media. The links to a right back, is it because Ben White is more serious than what we know? Currently, he's listed as a doubt for the weekend, so hasn't got a date. He's just a doubt. But I think what it is Timber's obviously had two big injuries with us as well. White does get a lot of knocks as well, so we need to cover ourselves. We don't have anyone in the right back position who we could rely on that well. Josh, obviously, for people that don't know, Josh Nichols is obviously at the club, but that's quite a step down. From going from Ben White to Timber to then Josh Nichols is a big gap. So we do need someone that fills that gap a little bit. He's not of the quality of Ben White or Timber, but he's not a massive drop down. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Quickly talking about the youth, obviously Dan Casey does look like he'll be going to Crystal Palace. I did warn everyone regarding the Eze deal. There's going to be two separate deals. Eze will be one, and one of our youth will go to Crystal Palace. It's good for us. It's good for them. It's good for our finances. So don't knock it. Dan Casey, I'll be honest, I don't think he would have ever made it. But he's a good quality player, and I do expect him to do well at Palace. Big up to another Mohammed saying, good evening. If we sell all the players we want out, how much do we accumulate back? Net spend always looks good. I don't think even Arsenal are that bothered what net spend looks like.
No, we're not.
We could easily spend over 300 million, easily. Probably touching on the 350, 400.
The thing is, with stuff like that, our selling's going to improve next summer with the likes of Ben White, Kai Havertz, Martinelli, all these type of guys. They're the ones that are going to bring us. They're the first batch of players that are going to give us big fees.
Yes,
that's what we all need to understand as fans.
Yeah,
Lokonga, Nelson, they were never going to get us 20, 30, 40, 50 million.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. It's the end of a cycle, right?
Yeah, exactly. Berta feeding us full and satisfying Arteta with his obsession with centre-backs and Chelsea players and the fans with attacking players system. Any update on Rodrigo? I have covered it. Kivior's story will be in the final week. We are now just into the final week, so watch it unfold. Chris talking about Kivior. Kivior is thank you. Oh, that was about the squad numbers.
Yeah, that was 50, yeah.
As long as PMGL don't intervene, we are beating that shaky Liverpool side. 80% on Rodrigo. I thought he's staying at Madrid. Then again, I thought, well, exactly. this window is mental. Something that was 10 minutes ago will change after 10 minutes. I can promise you that it's constantly changing. It's a mad window. Is the unknown player in green and an attacker? Yes, he is. Xavi Simons, Vixro. Simmons, I still expect him to go to Chelsea. I don't understand it, and I'll be honest, I'm very much a Chelsea fan. But yeah, Simmons and Garnacho are still meant to be going to Chelsea. I don't understand it right now, personally, but there we go.
What about Kobe Mainoo? Is Kobe Mainoo on the move? Yes,
weirdly. He could end up still staying at United, but there are a lot of clubs in for Kobe Mainoo, and rightly so, in my opinion.
We're not one of them, are
we? We have looked at him. I'll be surprised this window anyway.
Right.
If he was to stay at United, do I rule it out 100%? No, I don't. He's of a good age for us. Lewis Skelly is obviously going to get moved to DM sooner, better than later, in my opinion. I apologise if you're doing anything from the stadium because I can hear it. So, but yeah, Yildiz and Gordon, players that we have been interested in. Yes, I've covered Yildiz a little bit more. Any chance of Gay to Arsenal? No. Don't rule out Tottenham on this one. Tottenham really are trying to play hardball. They're not very good at it, in all fairness, but they are trying to play hardball to try and get some players in. And Gay would make sense to Tottenham, to be honest, but we'll wait and see. Why do people say Donnarumma isn't good with his feet and crosses when PSG fans say he's very good at both? Crosses he's not. I'll be honest. Feet-wise, he's good. That was the first time I ever noticed him was when he was with his feet, because obviously I'm an AC Milan fan, so I watched him a lot at AC. Crossing, he is a little bit suspect for someone that big.
For someone that big, yeah, I'm surprised you said that.
And he's big, strong, but he really does not read crosses very well. I'll be honest, but he's very good with his feet. I actually said Gravenberch should have been sent off on my review. I was actually balanced, but don't care. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about it, mate. Is off to Liverpool. It is possible, but as I said, don't rule out Tottenham. They really need to kind of get someone in that door at the moment, Tottenham. Left winger possible before Paul. Ooh. I don't think I can say that.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice, but
we might get an announcement, but I don't think. I think obviously with the defender coming in, the Ecuadorian, I think he could potentially make the squad. But left wingers, other attackers, options, no chance in my opinion. We'll get now. We might get here we go and things like that, but
yeah, because it's Wednesday tomorrow. We'd need to register them by Friday.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll be pushing it. I'll be honest. But you never know. Never rule out anything with this window. This window's weird. Simmons to Chelsea seems to have stalled. Wonder what the delay is about. It's more to do with Nkunku, if I'm honest.
Right.
What would you rate this window now? It's hard to say right now, Damo, if I'm honest.
With Hincape, I'm going 9 personally.
Yeah, the outs need to happen. And that's why I always mark this down, because the outs have to happen. I'm
of the opinion that they will just go out on loan regardless. So that's that.
I because I'm autistic, I have to go with exactly what it is right now. So
No,
I'm
I
going to
respect
go
that.
with a 6 at the moment. I'm going to go with a 6 at the moment, just because I think outwise we've been shocking. Admittedly, it's not all our fault. There's other things that have.
We need more players like Kiwi or Bobby that actually want to go and play.
Yeah, exactly.
That would actually help our cause.
100%. The fact that I know there's a certain player at our club that's quite happy to be a cheerleader. I don't like that. It really knocks me. But there we go. City red card by Gordon last night. A shame, as he was. Yeah, I do like Gordon, but he does have a.
Yeah, he was playing well.
Romano talking poop about Hincapi to Spurs, a massive OD at all journalists. Crap, let's call a spade.
That was funny. That was funny.
Well, this is the weird thing. There's a lot of people that were very much on Eze's case. Big Arsenal journos, Sammy Mockbell, I think. Also Ornstein. I think within 24 hours before, obviously Eze was a here we go. They're all going, oh, Arsenal aren't interested. Arsenal are not paying above this price. But no one's called them out on it.
That's right.
And I'm like, how are they protected so well?
And then you got Fabrizio saying what he did, and then half an hour later, obviously, Hincape was coming to Arsenal instead, and everyone's grilling him. It's weird.
Yeah. So it's very weird with these journos. India. Yeah, I've heard about him. Big up to Gary saying hello.
Hey, Gary.
Hello. Oh, Gary, I do apologise if I haven't given you good news. It probably haven't. Do you think Firmino goes to Chelsea and Isaac to Liverpool? Yes, I do see those two happening. Fermin Lopez, I do expect to go from Barcelona to Chelsea. Yes. 25-man squad is ideal. Yeah, if we can get it, I'll be very, very happy. Is Watkins a possibility? Yes, he is. Yes. I actually told my partner about it. She was like, oh, well, that's a good lineup. Are we potentially giving us a window that can give us Daniel, I know you watch these streams enough. You know full well I would never give it a 9.5. He's just doing that because he knows me. Right. There's a potential.
Sorry, Bobby.
Yes, mate.
Sorry, Bobby. Before you go on, just say, with a 25-man squad, you could actually have more than that, because if you think about it, not in the Champions League, but as you know, you probably know about this as well, Ali. You got Max Dowman, Miles Lewis Kelly,
that's right,
Josh Nichols, Ethan Waneri,
Solomon.
Yeah, they're not included in that list.
No, they're not. No.
Which is fantastic.
Correct. Yes.
For now, until they pass 21, but.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We don't have to register them as the 25, which is fantastic. Obviously, we still need to make sure we've got the homegrown quota, which
we've got plenty of now.
Yeah, exactly. But which we may sometimes need to use one of those youth just to boost that up a bit. But I think we'll be fine. But talking about this, at the end of the window, there is a potential I might go to 10. There is a potential. Right now, let's just wait. I'm
ready at 9.
And that's including Alps, Bobby.
So that's
including Alps as well, is it?
As long as we get all the outs done and we get all the ins done that we want, there is a potential that I could go to 10. Okay.
So if you go to 10, I'm going to 11. Because I'm at 9 already.
I know. Big up to Chizazo saying welcome to Arsenal. Welcome to you to the stream. Big up to Dermot. I mean, we moved on to Tommy knowing he was best squad player, and Phil Jesus is getting into the same territory with his injuries. So I think we've
that's a
got to
good
do the
shout.
same. I think it was too expensive to cancel his contract.
That's correct.
Loan would make sense.
Right.
There are no links for Martinelli. There's plenty of links, just not in the media. Don't rule out Villa. Now, don't forget who the manager of Villa is.
That's the guy who brought him in.
There we go. Thank you very much.
He was brilliant under Emery before Emery got sacked.
There we go. But Martinelli is liked by a lot of clubs. Just because it's not working at one club does not mean that it doesn't work elsewhere. We've seen this countless times. If you look at not just our club, but look at multiple clubs.
Martinelli one way, Watkins the other.
Well, can you give us the league for this? Oh, no, I cannot. I think it's Lookman. Okay. Odegaard fit that actually music to my ears. Can't wait to see him ghost, says Chris.
To be honest, if I'd have got, I don't think even if he's fit, I think he'll start on the bench just in case. I don't think he'll get risked for that game. To be honest,
Zelda, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think we all agree with this. However, we all know
100%.
Mikel. Mikel, when it comes to Odegaard, that is his favourite toy. It's a non-negotiable to me. Hi, Bobby and the gang. I think it's a menu, says D. Reed. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well in New York. We got that defender, so 2 attackers right. We will get at least one more attacker, mate, so don't worry. No chances that can stay now after. Yeah, it seems. I've always said that I thought Isak will leave, and it's still looking that way. Because there's a few weird Newcastle people that actually think it will be a massive turnaround. It's all kind of propaganda and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, if you actually know, you wouldn't be saying it's propaganda. It's a mad situation. Do you expect one of Trossard or Smelly to leave? Yes, I do. What were you going to say, Ali?
I was just saying, obviously I've been quite impressed with Ekitike,
He's a quality player. I don't think he's worth that money.
They didn't look so good when he went off.
No.
Well, even more so. What I'm trying to say is, do they really need to spend that money on Isak? They should be spending on a midfielder and a defender. I think they've gone too top heavy, and that's gonna cost them the league. We're gonna win the league because of that. I'm telling you, everyone's gonna be like, oh, they've got Isak, they've had the best window, blah blah blah. We've had the best window. We will have the best window by the end of it, in my opinion, and I think we will win this league.
I'm confident to Ali.
I want to. You know this, boys. I want 2 trophies. I know. There's no. I'm not budging from that. It's a failure. Otherwise,
I'd want at least the treble. To get the treble would be amazing.
Especially with the players and the squad that we've got, the depth. There's no excuses here. We need to get. This team needs to be getting to finals. If they're not winning, I need to see finals and 2 trophies.
Yeah,
no, I agree. Big up to Chaz, who just said good evening. Big up to Mo. How are we with FFP and PSR? Apparently, you're comfortable with one of those, close with FFP. So it's the wrong way around, actually. FFP is Premier League. We're fine with FFP. PSR, this is why we need to get the wages. It's all about wages. It's nothing to do with money. It's to do with wages. We need to get them out the door. Don't forget, we've brought a lot of players in, not on massive contracts. We're trying to get the players out that we don't feel we need necessarily. Since on a big wage, he's doing nothing for the club apart from being a cheerleader. The rest, when they've been spat, come with questions, Roy says, just relax. I do understand why people don't relax, and that's fine. And that's why I try and do these Tuesdays and Fridays just to try and help you a little bit. But I'm not going to lie, you do have real info about everything from Arteta's new football starter players. A number of players turned out to be true. Thank you very much, Demi. Appreciate it. The potential free after Hincape, Giroud right back, Lookman, and potential Watkins on loan, says Jeffrey. I'm not going to say a word. Definitely not him. I can promise you that. hit the likes.
I can't believe I just clocked what that said. Oh my god, Bobby, that's your best mate. Oh sugar.
To be fair, there's market opportunities at a nightclub and car boot. To be fair, I hate that buzzword, but it's not copying journalists. Definitely not happening. No. There seems to be a constant. I am not hand of Arsenal. I can promise you that. I don't personally like the person. There's reasons because I know who he is and I know what they do, and I don't personally like it. So it is what it is. Any big sign Arsenal will sign in the January window. January window right now is on hold. Next summer is not on hold. I know it sounds really weird. We need to see how this window plays out first before we think about the January. We've covered for next summer as well. We kind of know what we're doing next summer, but January, no. It's basically whatever we don't do this window. It's pretty much what probably will happen. Carlisle Mirror of the Arsenal, Mark Hughes, don't bring defenders on. That is very true. We're also in January players injured. At the moment, I don't see that happening, but as I've just explained, it depends what we don't do now.
We don't need players. Why are we talking? We don't even need players. We're buying everyone that we need now. We don't need anyone in January. Just get rid of Jesus and the Zinchenko's in January if they don't go now.
Yeah. Exactly. Larson's a very weird one. They literally just signed him in this window permanently. The Wolves fans aren't that bothered though, which is a bit weird because I've spoken to quite a few of them and they're like, oh well. They're like, oh well. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Shows how quick you can turn. Watkins for a second striker. Watkins, if he was to come in, would be an important squad player, as I've explained.
People also need with Ollie Watkins, he can play left wing as well.
Yes, he can comfortably.
He started his career at left wing at Brentford.
Yes, he did.
And then they pushed him inside. I'm not saying that's going to be the left winger that comes in. Everyone, I'm just saying he's also multifunctional as well. He can play more than just a 9.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Correct. How are we able to spend so much with only 6 million sales? Because we know what's coming. You'll understand that next year. I promise you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm so done. Dermot, I know it's really tough on you. I can promise you it will be worth the wait. I know it's really hard, and you guys are in that mix of you're doing your business really, really late. Man United are going to try and sign 2 players in the last week as well, a goalkeeper and a midfielder.
Their best signing has been Thomas Frank.
Yeah. 100%.
Well said, Brenny. I was about to say that.
Yeah, 100%.
Mohamed,
that keeps him in the top 5.
Yeah. Bayern getting Jackson. Jackson's a weird one.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, it's a really odd situation with Nicholas Jackson. I swear every few years Bayern Munich always have a crack. Well, this is definitely their worst one I've seen for a long time. The amount of players have actually turned them down. It's mad. It's really crazy. Thanks, boy. 41 years, you're young.
Hey, I was close. I said 21.
York started slowly and 5 points behind us and have got games in hand, which are going to put more pressure on them. I'm confident Carlisle can win the league if stop acting like Chocolate Brothers at the back. Yeah. Robbie Savage, Forest Green on top, but I still have doubts about when the pressure's on, what Savage is made of. Still way too early. Temmie saying something to Dermot. I'll move on from that. How good is it, lads, when players want to join your club? You had it with Eze, Gyökeres and Cappy. Exactly. Preach, brother Ali. Preach regarding Arsenal increasing sales next season. Martinelli is his future with us. Could he go? Yes, he could go. Simmons was done 2 weeks ago. Media dragging it out to deadline as they don't want it to be boring. Let's try and cover some because I do want to get this wrapped up in 15 minutes. Yes, who said that? Oh, there's a comment that I quite like. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, it is Chris. There we go. Get so-called ITKs who are kids in there. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, obviously, there's a lot of ITKs, whatever you want to call them. You don't see their face. And
Blimey, Brenny, sorry, Bobby. Brenny just flew off the screen like flash.
I know.
That was hilarious.
And yeah, just don't trust everyone because you don't know who they actually are. I'm aware of a lot of them. It sounds like he's out of delivery. When the Champions League kicks on, we have two very good lineups to bounce between Europe and domestic competition. We have gone from a problem to a nightmare for our rivals. Yes, 100%. That's just Elliot. I know you've watched these shows constantly as well. I am very picky. Okay, I have no problem with people rating it high. That's not a problem with me. But for me, the rating's low just because I'm not happy with the outs. If all those outs happen, I'm happy. Get all the ins in, I'm happy. But right now, because that actually haven't officially been done, I'm on a 6. Any window that has
Elliot, you should have seen Bobby's recent numbers. In recent seasons, you should have seen Bobby's numbers out at 10.
3s and 4s.
I'm telling you, it was slightly lower than that.
Blimey. I'm not surprised. I mean, if they
no, not like that. No.
I am tight when it comes to ratings. I always have been. Will the left winger we bring in be on loan? There's a possibility that a left winger could come in on loan with an obligation to buy. That's not a problem. Not a problem with me. There is also a possibility a left winger could just be bought in for a transfer fee. The left winger is 100% sorted, which is why I'm confident on Rodrigo. Give him a high percentage chance. There's other options out there, just in case. Like I said, it's going to be a roller coaster with Rodrigo. It's not going to be plain sailing. Said we could. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing how much things can change in literally 24 hours. Last one from me with Matt Stauman: is there any risks like Obi Marshall? No, he's dedicated to Arsenal. He's got the pathway. He knows what the pathway is. Obi just couldn't see it, and I'll be honest, I couldn't see it either, and I still can't. When it comes to strikers at Arsenal, we've got a game plan now. We're looking at. I know we've signed that young lad from Shamrock.
Yeah, he's a midfielder, isn't he? Attacking midfielder.
Yeah, there's another 17-year-old Irish lad that we're looking at who we could bring in.
Same club, isn't it?
I think
I'm sure it's the same club. Yeah,
I think it is. So basically,
popped up yesterday.
I know Ornstein posted it a couple of days ago that we've been scouting the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland for players. I think I mentioned it either January or last summer that our scouting network is out there. We've actually got a base hub. Which he didn't mention. We've actually got a hub in Ireland, which it's quite a big thing. I don't know why Ornstein's just mentioned we're scouting that. We've actually got a hub out there, so we've got like kids can come and attend, and we obviously scout them and do what we always do, just like all clubs do. So we've actually got a main hub out there. I'm pretty sure it's in Belfast. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we've got one in Belfast. And yeah, so we've been doing that for quite a while. So yes, and as Brenny knows and Ali will know, we have a very big history when it comes to Irish players, be it North or South. And it's good to see it's back again because, in my opinion, there is a lot of untapped talent out there. We're just not picking up on it, which we are now, which is good. I swear on Bayern Munich, they always... Oh, okay, yeah, I've already covered that one. Bobby, question. You said that the winger is of a physical stature. Is he from the league or another league? I'm not going there because I know...
I love the wording's different. Change.
Yeah, this is where people will try and...
It's Superman.
I got he plays... This player plays in Ireland or Scotland.
Yeah.
No. It's Superman. It's Superman. He's from the Justice League. Yeah, Superman. He's from the Justice League, so it's definitely.
Victor reckons Eze starts as the left winger. That is a possibility for the weekend. Obviously, with Odegaard hopefully being fit enough, which he should be. He is at the moment. That would make sense because Eze could play on the left wing because he can do it comfortably. I would say that's his best role. And obviously that covers for one game. and obviously, hopefully, that the left wing comes in later. Every few years. Okay, that's not sorry. For some reason, there's quite a lot of repeated messages. I don't think it's you guys. I think it might be StreamYard that just seem to repeat in the same messages. Arsenal cheeky loan for Isaac.
Imagine that.
The B-Tech Chico from Benidorm, Arteta, is Andy from Toy Story Woody, which is Odegaard. We're waiting for that moment he throws him. Do you guys
That's
think
funny.
this
That's
is
good, that.
much a poor look on Edu as it is a good look for Bert, especially what's going on at Forest? I don't know why Edu keeps getting brought into this, I'll be honest. Edu did the best job he could do. Yeah. But like I did say, when Berta came in, the whole dynamics changed. Arteta was asked not to get involved and just do his job, which he has done. And Berta will take over the transfer business, which he has done and done a very good job. The problem is when Edu was here, it was a three-pronged attack where it was Edu, Richard and Arteta. And it just wasn't a working relationship. It was a bit stupid. Arteta had these visions of Williams and Isaac, and that's great, but you spend so much money, and I know Williams technically isn't a big fee, but you're paying it in a release clause. That is a massive fee because you're paying it all in one lump sum. Where Zubi, yes, we've bought him, but we didn't pay the release clause because we paid it in installments. So we've paid a little bit more because we've paid it in installments. It's very much like anything in banking. You pay some, or Klarna or Bright House or anything like that. You're just paying over installments. It costs you a little bit more, but it's worth it in the end because it doesn't affect your finances for that season.
And it's obviously experience as well, right?
Yep.
Berta's experience. Arteta was inexperienced back then. So was Edu. It was his first role in that position in Europe. Yep. Arteta's first job. So they would be a bit more hands-on, whereas Berta's come in and gone, well, this is how it's got to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to listen to him because he's the closest thing to David Dean we've ever had. And he's done it in 3 months.
Yeah, this is outstanding window so far. But obviously I'm still giving it a 6 because not everything's
still a 6.
Yeah, well, I just have to be. I have to be honest with myself.
I respect it. Because I've gone with the presumption we're going to get all of this done.
Well, that's fair enough, but my autistic brain can't.
But that's not the reality of this.
Exactly. Right. I'll be very honest when it comes to Isaac. Will our name be thrown in the hat? Yes, it will be. Does it mean we are really in for him? Probably we are, yeah. Look, let's be honest. We all know Arsenal have always had an interest in Isaac. It's no secret. There is not 100% truth about him only wanting Liverpool. That's not true. He wants to play at a big club. We are a big club.
How much does he want, Bobby? Do you know? Is it 300 grand or is it more?
I think it's
Liverpool offering 300 or 350.
I think it's 250 plus. I don't think it's as high as what people are saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't believe it's as high.
That's Jesus' wages. Just swap them over.
Well, yeah.
Stick him on loan.
Well, look, let's just wait and see what happens with it because I don't see how Isaac does not leave Newcastle. Personally, I think it's a dead situation now. Even the owner has struggled. So if the owner struggles, in my opinion, Isaac's gone in his head. Head-wise, he's gone. Now, Newcastle cannot be stupid enough to say, "Oh, who cares? They're going to keep him and not pay him." You're kidding me? He's on one of the highest wages at the club. He's the most valuable player at the club. You're telling me you're not going to try and cash in for him? No. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. This will be a very big storyline, I reckon, over the next week.
Blimey.
So yeah, there's lots still to happen. Vixro says it gives me the Champions League. I agree with Ali. They are transitioning into Keegan's Newcastle. No defence, just score. Is the mystery left winger playing in the Premier League? Not going to answer that. Do you expect that we see left winger links tomorrow or Thursday? I can't trust the media people. I'll be honest. It will play out, in my opinion, until the weekend.
The quicker Hencape gets announced, then you may see that accelerate, right?
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, no media outlet likes to comment too many times on the same club with different players. They like to focus on one, then move on to the next one.
Exactly.
They don't like doing multiple. And in all fairness, Berta doesn't like doing that either. He spins multiple plates, but he'll get one done first and then move on to the next one to get that complete. Gay is a bigger priority for me as a Liverpool fan than Isaac. Totally agree. Plus, Ekatike.
Well said, Chris.
Well impressed me. Ekatike is more of a false 9, number 10 for me. There's lots of, I don't know, honestly, I don't think it's you guys. I think StreamYard is just continuously putting the same message up. Big up to DJM. Ali, with some serious confidence in the Prem, I'll bet you a takeaway if you're choosing. We don't, but I'd love to be wrong. I'm not made of money, so don't order everything on the menu, please.
I'm known to go to restaurants, and I'm known to eat a lot. So, sorry, DGM.
Spoke rubbish about Mbeumo. Yes, exactly. No one remembers this from earlier in the window. I had to quickly come out and cover that over because at the time everyone was freaking out that we're not getting a striker because we're getting Mbeumo, and I was like, no, separate.
He said that in May.
Did he? Did he say that back in May?
Because I was sitting. I think it was the second last game of the season.
Yeah.
At Brentford, and it come up on my phone.
Oh my word! Yeah.
That's how early he went with that.
Yeah. Well,
Crazy.
Yeah, it is mad. Plus, didn't say anything on Hincapié until journalists broke news. Not saying Larson bad, but yeah, totally agree. I'd rather Michael Jackson than Nicholas Jackson.
Bless. Oh, I was say that earlier, but I didn't want to say it.
Big up to Beowulf. Just be patient. Just be patient. There's still a lot to happen this week. Respect Bobby Brownie and Ali Watkins has been on trial for the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, of course.
Be another great addition. Totally agree. I personally don't like rating transfer windows at this stage. I do it. Well, that's how I do it as well, Chris. In all fairness, and you know me well enough. You've been friends for quite a long time. You know I don't like rating things and still something's done. Impact to the team, you could say 9 or 10 at the end of season, end up being useless. Totally agree. Latest boys, see you in the big ups and Neil. It's first on our list. I hope he does well at Roma. No, Evans definitely long gone. He'd have to have a cracking season for us to consider him next summer, but I don't see it happening personally. We refuse to believe Dalman is 15. I know, it's mad, isn't it?
And even that young Liverpool player, 16. Fair play to him.
Yeah, outstanding he is as well. How many more incomers do you foresee? Other than Hincapié, definitely one more, and then possibly another 2 on top of that. There's lots that could happen at the end of this week. So I'll know more Friday. Like I said, this one's going to be a decent show, but Friday will be more juicy because we will know the moving parts a lot better. Is it 100% the left wing it is coming? In my opinion, I would definitely say 99% yes. I don't like doing 100. Just
nothing's perfect. Nothing's guaranteed.
No, nothing's perfect, and there's so many different moving parts. Something can fall through at the last moment. What happened the other day? What was it? Boniface guaranteed that was all going to work, and then fails a medical, which I'll be honest, nowadays is super rare that a medical fails, because the medical teams from both sides have so much information shared between them before a medical is actually done. Obviously, medical still has to happen because it's part of the rules to get transfers done. Normally, you kind of roughly know what everyone's medical condition's like, so you kind of know it's just a dead cert anyway. But yeah, that was a shock. That was a shock to everybody. What's your thoughts on Arsenal ITKs? Give us something juicy, Bobby. Oh, don't get me started.
Let the window finish.
Don't get me started in the Arsenal ITKs. What I will say
that's
is
funny. Imagine
it's I'm not going to say names, but I'm pretty sure you all know who I'll talk about. Arsenal journalists are the worst because you would think they would have the most information because they class themselves as Arsenal journos. Now, one of the big ones said Eze is not going to happen because we backed away from it. Ian Wright, if you just listen to Ian Wright, he knew about it for a long time and was fed up of being asked the question, is this going to happen? And he kept having to say, oh, I don't know. He knew for a long time. A lot of people did. But Arsenal journalists don't know nothing. So then how are they Arsenal journalists? They're just people that are just talking football, in my opinion. I'm not going to mention
and earning lots of money by saying, but they may know, Bobby, but they're just putting things out there or lying to get clicks.
I'm not going to agree or disagree to that comment because I will probably get a lot of comeback from saying that.
That's just me saying that.
No, well, exactly. So, which means I can't get into trouble. So you guys can say as much as you want.
And that's just a fact because it's business at the end of the day. They're doing it for their business and for their own 100%. Endeavors.
Exactly. Well, like I said, it wouldn't shock me.
Neil, I thought you were leaving, mate.
So no, it was obviously typing it in, and I said that. But it's just because our name could be thrown in there. And look, at the end of the day, if Isaac was still at Newcastle 2nd of September, which I can't see happening personally, would we be in for him next summer? I would say more than 80% we will be. Yeah.
And then Martinelli Trossard will be definitely gone by then.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus as well.
Can you imagine a choice between Gyökeres and Isaac? I'm sorry, that's just
the Swedish brothers. The Swedish brothers can play one on the left, one on the right, one through the middle.
Yeah, that's right. You did.
Said this the other morning. Is it 100% that the left? Like I said, 99. There's a lot of. It's not your guys' fault. I do apologise. I think streaming was just having one of those days. Canate head is in Real Madrid. I would, totally agree. Is Martinelli guaranteed to leave then? Very, very likely. Like I said, I don't like doing 100%. But the amount of teams that are in for him, I can't see him not wanting to go. He knows full well what's happening. Like, don't forget, I've said this, and I said this, I think before the window even opened. A lot of the players that have agreed to sign new contracts know Arsenal's plans. Saka would not have signed unless he knew what we were doing. The biggest one was Saliba. Saliba was the one that was like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. He's already agreed. His will be announced probably September, October time. Probably when Arsenal have a bad result. You know what Arsenal PR are like.
Hopefully not many bad results this season.
Well, exactly. But I don't want that. But you know what Arsenal PR, as soon as we have a bad result, they bring out some good news. Yeah. Well,
like the Zubimendi thing came out after, what was it? Who did we lose to? And then Zubimendi news came out in January. It was all the injuries, and then we lost the FA Cup to United.
United. Yeah.
And then Zubimendi news came out.
Yeah, exactly. It's a mental time. Rio Naguma, Ali, he's 17 in a couple of days.
Quality player, mate.
Yeah, because he will sign a new contract with Liverpool, which is fantastic. Like to say respect to Bobby for doing these videos. I obviously don't like. Yeah, I know you don't, mate. I don't like worms trying calling him out. Yeah, well, unfortunately, a couple of people that I'm close to it, unfortunately. Have been the most hurtful, and they're people that are close to me. It's just at the end of the day, windows are unpredictable. I try and help you guide through it. I'm not there to tell you exactly how it's going to play out. I tell you what I know, and I try and guide you in the right direction. But not everything is 100%. I know that. You know that. But what I won't ever accept is being attacked. And when I do get things right, I'm not someone that goes out, I told you so, because I'm not. That's not the person I am. I'd never do that. But what I don't like is that they also come out and go, oh, that was a good guess then, wasn't it? I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah. I can't win. But yeah. See, Neil's still here.
You're right in what you're saying when you say about, that was a good guess. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But don't they get it in their brain like it's your job?
I know. But
what part of that do they understand? It's your job. You know what's on in front of you. Like, you're not lying.
Yeah, but you got you know what I mean? But you got a lot of people out there as well that have egos.
I don't know.
We have, not a lot of we have egos, right? And we can never. Some of us are never man enough to say, you know what, I got it wrong. I'm
Well
sorry.
said. It's the
Some
minority.
people cannot. A lot of them cannot bring themselves to say that. You know,
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
always right about everything, but then respect. But when someone gives you credible information that is factual, that is that is right. Just well done, well
That's it.
done.
Mm.
And that's all
And
it
then
is.
start
That's
and
all
then
it is.
start subscribing and following.
Yeah,
Well, this is the
100%.
thing. I don't even want to applaud. I just try and guide you and help you. If it was going to be a bad window, I'd let you know. Simple as that. But I knew this would be a good window. We wanted to do an extreme amount of work. Has the amount of numbers that we've got in, like if we were to get another 4 on top of what we've already got, would that shock me? Hell yes.
Yes.
Hell yes.
What did you say at the beginning of the window, Bobby? You said between 7 and 9.
Yeah. And
So
it
where are
could,
we
it
now?
could,
We're pretty much at 7.5 because Hincape's nearly done.
yeah.
So that's 8, right?
Yep.
So if you don't understand the logic and the process that's been happening over the past few months with Bobby's streams and the timeline and how he said things and the players that we've got in, then there's no hope because you're never going to understand how
Right.
transfers work. And you're not going to understand.
Exactly.
You're not going to understand the value that Bobby gives. This is very unique
Yeah.
in our space.
Yeah.
No one does it. No one has it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing that when it comes to transfers, everyone seems to want to listen to Ornstein, Romano, Jacobs. Fair enough. I never say don't listen to them. It's not my style. I just always warn you: be careful what you believe from them because there's other areas that are involved in transfers that feed into. I don't want to say lies because that's a harsh word, but information that isn't totally correct. I don't know where, like talking about Ornstein earlier, I don't know where that 40 million even came from. Honestly,
About
no
the
one from
Eze
Arsenal.
thing, yeah, that was mad.
Yeah, that would never have come from Arsenal. We knew how much he would cost. So I don't understand why.
Unless it was he covers it over and says, "Oh, it's a typo. I was meant to touch 5 on the keyboard."
It's mad because we've paid it's going to be like 67.5 million. Obviously, there is and I have warned
got
everyone.
500 grand off, but we can't.
Yeah, there is a.
Wanted to go to 40 mil.
Yeah, but like I said, on paper, and I've always said this, on paper, it's going to look good for Crystal Palace and it's going to look bad for us because it helps them with PSR, which is important to Crystal Palace. But they will also get one of our youth, which will help us with PSR as well, and kind of technically lower that Eze price as well.
Bobby, is that youth kid? Is it that Casey bloke?
Yeah, Dan Casey.
Lad.
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
Casey. Right.
Yeah. So he's someone that has done well in the academy, but I don't think he'd ever make it at Arsenal, in my opinion.
Fair.
He's not someone that I've ever gone, oh wow, watch out for this.
Funny
kid.
enough, you said that about 9 weeks ago.
Yeah, he's decent. He's decent. And good luck to him at Palace. He's definitely off now. I feel like maybe I should just drop some more news whilst Neil's gone. I'm only joking, Neil. I wouldn't. I've been attacked on F1. Yeah, mate, I know you have. And you've always been spot on. Right, Bob, hang on.
Yeah.
Streamer, they're having a right nightmare today. Right, Bob, don't make me have them like that. JS2. I'm here for you, Bobby. I'll tell him. Dickheads. JS. Oh yes, I know who you're on about. Yeah. See, the problem is there's a section, and when I know that someone speaks to a lot of agents, that's when my interest in that person goes, because if you're invested in agents, I'm sorry, but you are part of the issue that we have with certain bigger peoples, because agents don't work for the best interest of the player. Not always. Some do. There are some nice agents out there, but the majority of them are mainly making sure they get enough money. You can look at Jokeres' agent, right? That guy is phenomenal. He's obviously got a situation with Victor, which Victor's going to hold up his end as well. But that agent did a lot and did amazing stuff, and because he wanted his client to get his move that he wanted. So
because he's looking at the bigger picture, the bigger potential, going to a bigger club and more value. That's how it's business.
Exactly. Said Liverpool would have a crazy window this summer. I was like, no, we won't. Exactly. I did warn a lot of people back because I'll be honest, Chris, I warned Arsenal fans about this because obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, and I was concentrating on us, but I did say I've seen Liverpool's plan. Theirs is mental. So watch out for their window because, Liverpool are our biggest rivals right now.
Yeah.
There's certain names I have for him, but they're not things I could share. You said left winger is 99%, and a journalist Twitter said Rodrigo to Arsenal is 90% done. There is more to stuff that people know. I know of Kiko.
He's been consistent, to be fair to the lad.
Yeah,
on this particular deal. Yeah,
and I'll be honest, when people have certain information, and I've seen a few people, because a few people have messaged me and gone, this is what's happened, and I'm like, geez, I'm so sorry. Not the information I've given, but just they've been telling me what kind of hate they've been getting. I'm like, geez,
it's not good, man.
Just trust people. Don't attack if they're wrong and it doesn't pan out. Don't attack them either, because things do fall apart. There's a lot of transfers.
Exactly. That doesn't mean just because you get 1, 4, 5, 6 deals wrong, it doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean your information's that bad. Like, what about all the good ones?
Exactly. The window is fluid. I've always said that word. That word is important. Fluid.
What's happened, Brenny?
Or penalty to Wolves. Places.
Brother.
Union family. Bobby, you and your family better hold on to something. This penalty goes in because it may be a Wolves earthquake.
Oh, okay. When I called Lewis Hamilton to throw, it wasn't even a source. It was my opinion and prediction. Exactly. Spot on. Right. We've gone over time. I do apologise. Big up to the 4,600 people currently watching. Thank you very, very so much. Ali, where can they find you, my friend?
Sports Mirage on X and TikTok. But yeah, please, if you haven't, subscribe to the Armory TV and let's grow this community, more importantly.
Thank you very much, my friend. Brenny, where can they find you?
Yeah, everybody, you can find me on Brenny K74 on my channel. That it's slowly going to grow, but I'm a patient man. Got a few things coming up with, funny enough, Chris Welsh is in the chat. We're definitely going to have a preview of the Liverpool Arsenal game, so looking forward to that. And also during the international break, even though if you two guys, if you're free as well during the international break, it'd be good because I want to get I want to do some all-time 11s, Wenger's best 11, George Graham's best 11, or Mikel Arteta's best 11. I think that'd be fun, and looking forward to setting up as well. Plus, you can always find me on Instagram Threads, and X as well.
Thank you, my friend. Let's just quickly check, because I know there's been a goal, because I've just heard it through my headphones.
That means Wolves have scored then. Was it a penalty to Wolves?
Yeah, 1-0 to Wolves.
Yeah.
Come on. I know you're saying that because of Bobby.
Thank you very much. Great. Since Bobby doesn't want to mention what league, I'm sure he is from the EPL, says Shaggy. Brilliant show, Bobby. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Elliot. Thank you very much for watching.
Cheers,
big up to the 4,700 now people watching. Honestly, the numbers on here are mad. Anyway, I'll see you Friday, which will be the final transfer window show, because the window closes on Monday. Yes. But yes, the final transfer show will be Friday. There will be some Liverpool content over the weekend as well. I believe Chris is joining me also on Saturday for a preview as well, and probably the reaction. I know he's doing the watch along on his own channel, so please do subscribe to Chris Welch. Just literally type in Chris Welch on YouTube and you'll find his channel. Guys, I'm out of here. Speak to you all later. Bye bye.
Take care.